Hello everyone, this is Divora. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're gonna do a Q&A video. I posted a story on my Instagram page where many people asked me questions, so I'm here to answer your questions. So let's get right into it. So the first question is, what drives me to get up every morning? And I would say to learn. Like every morning I get up to learn something new. It's very hard to learn something new, but every day, but I try my best to learn something new every single day. I believe that God gave me a new day to learn more about Him, more about myself, more about other people, more about other things. And I like to use that opportunity very well. Okay, the next question is, if I could visit any place, what would it be and why? Okay, this is going to sound very funny, but I would love to visit Eritrea. There are so many countries I would love to visit, but right now my top is Eritrea. And for anyone new, I left Eritrea when I was 5, and my whole life I've been in Uganda and in Canada, and I've seen so many people go back home and post their experience in Eritrea, and there's some memories that I still have in me, but I still want to go and experience life in Eritrea for a while, and also see my family members who I haven't seen in a very long time. Okay, the third question is, what fear have you overcome or are you working to overcome? And that is the fear of public speaking. I'm trying to overcome the fear of public speaking. Usually, I'm a quiet person if I don't know the people around me. But if you get to know me well, that's when I start talking and sharing my ideas and everything. But I want to be able to get up in front of so many people and speak my mind. And this YouTube channel is actually helping me to overcome my fear. So I pray that by the end of maybe this year or next year, I don't know, but I'll be able to overcome the fear of public speaking. Okay, the fourth question is, what is my favorite verse? It was a very, very hard question. It may seem very easy, but it was very hard because there's so many verses out there that I really love, and I don't think I have a favorite, but I chose one of my favorites, which is Jeremiah 29:11, and it reads, "For I know the thoughts that I think towards you, says the Lord, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you a future and a hope." So this is just saying like God has plans for us, and He already had even plans for us before we were even born. And sometimes I like things to go my way, like the way I planned it. But at the end of the day, it's God's plans that always happens. And I'm learning to let God plan my life and let things go the way God planned it. It's very hard because as humans, we want things to go our way, but at some point we need to let God lead us and also plan our lives. Okay, what story from the Bible inspired you the most? And my favorite Bible story is Joseph and his brothers, and it's the one that inspired me the most. And it was during the time I was having a hard time to forgive, and I would always read the story of Joseph because I wanted the story to help me to forgive. If you all know the story of Joseph, we all know he forgave his brothers even though they did evil to him. And that's, as a person, I'm also learning to forgive everyone who has done bad to me. And it's the one that inspired me the most during the tough time of learning to forgive. The next question is, what is the difference between living in Uganda and in Canada? Okay, for those who don't know, I've lived in Uganda for 10 years, and I've lived in Canada for 7 years, so almost close. But Uganda has better weather conditions. If in Canada we have winters, which I'm still trying to like or adapt to. I haven't, even though I've lived here for many years, I haven't adapted yet, but hopefully I'll be able to adapt. But Uganda has very beautiful weather. Uganda has better food. Here there are not many organic food here, but there is a lot of organic foods in Uganda, and they're actually at an affordable price. It may be difficult for those people who are living in Uganda but for us who are living in Canada, I think the currency also matters. So maybe it looks cheaper for us, but for those living in Uganda, it's not cheap. But I believe it's cheaper than in Canada. And the third one is Uganda has sunlight, guys. Yeah, sunlight may seem like when we're living in Uganda, whenever it's sunny, we're always complaining. But now in Canada, we barely see the sun for like 6 months. So seeing the sun is like a blessing to us. And during winters, we actually take vitamin D supplements, which we never took in Uganda. And I wish we could see the sun every single day so that we won't be able to take those supplements. But I feel like Canada has better job and education opportunities, a better way to, it has better opportunities to have a better future. That's what I think. Both places are amazing places, but if I would prefer which place to live, I would prefer living in Uganda than Canada. So, yeah. And the next question is, what is the best part of being faithful to God? And I would say comfort, peace, happiness. Like when you know you have God, nothing is going to disturb you. You know, like God is going to take care of it. And as Christians, also, I feel like we know there's a better place. We're going to a better place than this. So at the end of the day, all this is going to go away. So not really trying on making nice places or nice things here in the world, because we know at the end of the day, we're still going to leave everything. But if you're faithful to God, He's going to give you better things. He's going to also comfort you when you're having a hard time. He's going to give you a peace of mind, or just have peace. That's what I believe. So, yeah. Okay, the last question is, what are the foundations of Seventh-day Adventists? The pillars of SDAs, and those are the 5S, which is Sabbath, the state of the dead, the sanctuary, the second coming, and salvation, which is known as righteousness by faith. So, these are very big topics that I'm going to talk about in the near future. But what I want to talk about today is the Sabbath, because if you know any Seventh-day Adventist out there, you know about the Sabbath. And Sabbath starts from Friday sunset until Saturday sunset. And the day that everyone knows as Saturday is not to us Sabbath. So this is it for today's video. Thank you to everyone who asked questions, and thank you to everyone who sent encouraging messages. It means so much to me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video. God bless. Bye.